Greetings from just across the New York-New Jersey border in New Jersey at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. Veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. McConkey in motion. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
It is 3rd and long. That is caught out wide on the RPO. He needed 13 and got 14 for the first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
First and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's caught by the tight end, Tyler Conklin. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
3rd down and 3. From the gun, it's Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
First and 10 now from the 36. On the give, here's Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
From the 35, here's second down and 9. Here comes Hampton on the toss right. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Ninth play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on third down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So now, fourth down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This will be a 48-yard attempt. And he pulled it left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless ball game.
And that's just a tough way to finish off what was a good opening drive. And obviously, as a kicker, you have to have a short memory. But you can bet he'll be thinking about that one the rest of the way.
Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's second and 13. Out of shotgun. It's dark. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
That's
A
good.
gain there of 15. First down, Giants.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Etienne ahead out of the pistol. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from MetLife Stadium after this. start. Good throw here on second down. That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Once again, he gets it to Harris. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play, and the Chargers have the first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A give, and here comes Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Tackled by Brian Burns. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert to throw. Pass caught right side by Conklin. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
To the left side, pulled in by Conklin. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet, but the reason he went there so fast is because he was triggered to that target from the blitz.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. A give, and here comes Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
On second down, here's Herbert. And he's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. It's his second touchdown of the year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be at a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He works free, right side, to the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 83 yards. Touchdown, New York. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about those memories of having overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed like you can't have enough. Still feel paralyzed like obsession. Friends is having kids. Ain't had enough. Still used to having a world with no love. Still used to having a life with no love. Still used to ingredients with
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Now Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got third down coming up.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
It is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. That is intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
So it's third down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Herbert now on first down. That is left side and taken in by Allen. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down. Herbert now on first down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing now is Herbert. Look underneath here for Harris. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. On the RPO. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
A chance here to draw level before the break. It's first and goal. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 4 at 14-10.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So, nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. Tracy now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Open man downfield, that's Neighbors. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Giants. Gano on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are out to a 21-10 lead.
Chargers 10. Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
On first down, Herbert. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And open down the field, that's Harris. And he will get into the end zone. Trey Harris, touchdown LA. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Dicker good with the extra point. And the Chargers are back within 4. It's 21-17. Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Tracy now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, Dart. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Tuli Tuipulotu. He's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Dart. Now a screen set up for ETN. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Throwing on first down is Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Motion man is Johnston. From the gun, it's Herbert. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun now for Herbert. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. On the handoff, it's Hampton. The defense stringing them out. No gain. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Allen in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
3rd down and 9. Now, Herbert. This one intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
A play fake, now Dart. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. 22 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Giants 1st down. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. The RPO. That one is complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on 1st down. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Etienne. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Giants. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert to throw. He's got his tight end, Oronde Gadsden the second. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Herbert now on 1st down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pass play. 1st down, L.A. Quick to Allen. And he will score. Game on. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Point after now from Dicker. His kick is good. And the Chargers will cut the deficit down to 4.
Chargers 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Tuli Tuipulotu. What a first month he is putting together. That's his 4th sack already. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, it's Dart, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. That is the 9-time Pro Bowler Khalil Mack. He's in for the sack, and it will lead to 4th and very long. This one fielded just beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he will go all the way. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Dart. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
At the 32-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. Space to run. Inside the 20. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
18-yard line.
Throwing. Dart. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to beat the
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Next to score, Giants 31, Chargers 31. Grant Gano to kick off for New York.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. Here's first down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick six in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision, doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical 3rd down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got 3rd and 4th down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Well, they do indeed get the timeout, so not all is lost. They will have a chance for one final fling to the end zone.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Men in Blue. The Giants get it done. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football